give y'all a few more minutes to enter the room. Tag a friend, tag another friend, let them know I am live. It is 8:30. I know the flyer said 8 o'clock. I put up the wrong pic, y'all. I'm sorry. It's 8:30 on Sundays, okay? Let me know if y'all can see this clearly, because I kind of see like a little glare, and I want to make sure that everything looks good. Let me know if y'all can hear and see well. Like I said, I do apologize. The flyer said, my pic said 8, but I uploaded the wrong one. It's 8:30. So I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to get in the room. Yeah. Yo, what's up? I got to look at it on here. Like last time I told y'all, I can't, see what y'all be saying. But this time, I got to sit up right so I can see everybody and what's going on. Y'all, I got some good wine. I'm so ready to get into this. I got some notes. I'm gonna write things down. Hey, everybody who's entering the room. Like I said again, I do apologize. The flyer said 8 o'clock, but it is 8:30 every Sunday. I uploaded the wrong pic, y'all. I'm sorry. People been inboxing me like, what is you doing? Are you okay? Hey, boo. Hey, Zena. Yeah, so I got everything mostly like set up. What is this right here? Hey, everybody that's entering the room. All right, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let me dim this light down a little bit because I feel like I'm super bright over here. Now I can see y'all comments when y'all do it. Now, the feedback I got back last time, I loved everything y'all had to share with me and how y'all thought it went. And one thing I heard was that, hey, look at the comments. Slow down. Look at the comments, see what people saying, because everybody wants to be involved. And I want y'all to be involved. So, yeah. I gotta make sure I keep an eye on that. What's up, everybody that's entering the room? Send me a quick wave if y'all can see everything and hear everything clearly. I feel like I'm got a turtleneck on or something. Let me get a little wine. Now, this time I am on Wine Not Wine. This is Wine Not Covert Blanc. And if you would like to purchase this, it's actually a black-owned wine. Alicia Strong and Shan, I'm going to put their names in the comments, actually, owns this wine. They made this wine. I went to a wine tasting last weekend, and it was absolutely fabulous. Everything about it was so great. The taste of this wine was up my alley because I am a sweet wine drinker. And yeah, everything about it was really good. And I like it, so. And ladies, if y'all got y'all wine, go ahead and pour it with me. Men, do what you do. Your wine, your drink, your smoke, whatever. I got a little bit here in my chair, the podcast cup, wine glass. Trying to be a little fancy. So, let's get into it. For any new viewers, my name is Terica. Some may know me as Terica Hall. You may know me as Terica Glam. Whatever you may know me as, this is In My Chair, the podcast. And we're going to get into some deep stuff. But I want y'all to let me know, what do y'all have on heavy rotation as far as music? What's on the aux cord? Give me some good songs, well, a good song, a good artist I need to be listening to. Or maybe anybody in the comments can share other people could listen to. Because like I told y'all last time, I really love music. Any music pretty much I listen to. So let me know in the comments what y'all listening to in the aux right now. Bad Bad by YoungBoy. YoungBoy just came out with a new project, didn't he? Summer Walker, yes. So I was listening to Summer Walker last episode. I really like her new project. Yes, anything neo soul. We here. What do y'all have on the Money Man? Listen, let me tell y'all. One thing about Money Man, he don't stop putting out stuff. Money Man be on his own wave. I love that about him. He be on his own wave. Young Dolph. Hey, rest in peace to Young Dolph. Rest in peace to Young Dolph for real. Like, I did see something about he owns his own masters. So I need y'all to go and stream that like crazy. His family, his friends, his fans. He will be missed. Y'all go and listen to his stuff on iTunes and everything. Ride Wave. Hey, Key, that's what I'm on. If y'all want to know what's on my aux, most of the time it's Neo Soul, anything Neo Soul, and Ride Wave. And when I say Neo Soul, I'm talking about Sabrina, Claudio, Snow Allegra, Yeba, Adele, and Ride Wave. And I don't care what y'all say. Ride Wave say this all the time in his interviews. He is inspired by Adele. Like, you could tell by the rhythm. You could tell by the rhythm in which he raps and just the tone of it. Hey D. Y'all see Damn Shan down there in the comments? This wine right here. This is a black-owned wine. Shan and Alicia Strong, y'all get at them. They have already sold out. I had to get me a bottle. Get at them. I got it in my cup. Let me sip, because I was sipping slow. Yeah. And Ed Sheeran. You right. Hey, Raven. Girl, you look so cute at the classic. Girl, okay. You look so cute in Orlando. All y'all did. Everybody that went down there in Orlando, y'all really showed out for 850. Y'all really did. And we brought back home that trophy. We brought back home that win. Y'all was hanging out. Y'all was hanging out. I love seeing it. Also, beside the music, what are y'all looking at on TV? I'm looking at BMF. Y'all already know that. I'm looking at Power Just Came Back. I'm looking at Our Kind of People, which it comes on Fox every Wednesday. And it's on Hulu Thursday morning. Our Kind of People. What else? I'm looking at Insecure, which comes on Sunday night on HBO. It's on HBO Max Monday mornings. What else am I looking at? I'm looking at some good stuff. Sisters, Camelia, you always say I need to get into that. Somebody talking about Sisters and Bruh. So yeah, I need to get into those two things. Those come on BET, right? Dope. Dope is on Apple TV. Does that come, do you have like an automatic subscription to Apple TV if you have an Apple phone? Just a question, I don't know. But I need to, y'all see my tablet? I'm putting stuff in my notes. Cause I want to catch up with this stuff, so we'll have more to talk about. But yeah, what are y'all looking at right now? What you say no to, Nisi? What y'all looking at right now on TV? Before we get into this topic. And I haven't even looked at BMF for this week yet. I haven't even looked at it. So we have to subscribe to Apple TV. Jen says Steelers game. Jen. Hey, Jen. I don't do sports, boo. But for anybody in the comments that's doing sports, you might need to go and check out the Steelers game, okay? Law and Order. Listen, Law and Order, SVU, and a good cooking show, and some on Lifetime or Hallmark. I'm sold. I'm sold. I am sold. All right, so let's get into this topic. Now, I hope y'all got y'all wine glasses. I hope y'all have y'all smoke, y'all drink, y'all whatever that makes you relaxed and comfortable. Again, I have my wine over here in my chair, the podcast wine glass. I'm going to actually have this come over just a little bit. Y'all can see me now. It's a little better. All right. So tonight, we're going to talk about how to identify and avoid toxic behaviors. Now, that is a topic that's very, I feel, is heavy and deep. But it's something that needs to be understood and talked about openly so that all of us can be aware of what toxic behaviors are, how can we identify them, and how can we avoid them respectfully. And like I said, since this is heavy, I want y'all to try something with me. I call it a 1, 2, 3, inhale and exhale. So basically, I'm going to inhale. I'm going to think in my mind, 1, 2, 3, and exhale. That is a method I use to calm down and to just ease into something. So I hope y'all try it with me, okay? I'm going to inhale. Exhale. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through my mouth, exhale through my nose. Inhale. Exhale. You kind of feel your chest kind of relax, you know. So I'm going to sit back and we're going to talk about how to identify and avoid toxic behaviors. So it's like ever since this pandemic has happened, the word toxic has been like in the forefront of our vocabulary. It's like everybody is like toxic. This is toxic. That's toxic. That's toxic. And I am glad that some people are knowing what it is, They are going to therapy. They are seeking within themselves. They are talking about it. But what does toxic really mean? It's like toxic is like that on again, off again relationship that you can't quite figure out what's going on. And it becomes toxic because it's a cycle. It becomes a cycle of not trying to really, truly, and deeply figure out what's going on, but you're continuing this cycle, not even taking a pause and looking within yourself or looking for answers of what's going on, or even going to get help. Toxic may look like a high level of disrespect between two people who claim they love each other. You know, that crazy relationship is just like, you just don't even know. And it does not have to be anything of a romantic relationship. It could be platonic, you and a friend, you and a family. It's something that can be a draining feeling. Toxic may look like a couple that does not resolve their own individual triggers and trauma and distrust. So that's a few ways that trauma can look, or what trauma is. What toxic is. There are many things that make us feel like we're in like a toxic entanglement. But I am here to tell you that with like consistent work, you can get out of something toxic. We have toxicity in the workplace. I need somebody to wave their hand on that one. I know toxicity at school, toxicity through parents, family, friendships. It's a lot of ways things could be toxic. So, like I said, I am here to go over and generalize a few things about being toxic and how to identify and avoid toxic. Now, in all transparency, I've been a toxic person before. Like, lie to manipulate a situation to the matter of no matter how like big or small, it became a habit. I'm speaking on this because I've forgiven myself. I've learned ways to right my wrongs. I'm healing. So for anyone who has been toxic or feel like these things may pertain to you, I'm letting you know it's not too late to go and seek help, or to do that introspective work, or to research these things and understand that maybe you are or were the problem at one point. So to seek healing and to detox from that is something big, but you have to identify the problem first. Now, have you ever noticed like when a relationship goes sour, you start to develop like this guard? Like you have your guard up. Let me see what people are saying in the comments. Let me see if anybody in the comments, I know that we deal with toxic situations a lot, and not even knowing, you know, or being in that cycle makes it toxic. But have you ever truly felt like you were in something toxic or dealing with someone toxic? I'll wait a little bit and see what the comments saying. And it is okay. Like I mentioned in the beginning, this is a heavy topic. It can be deep, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to have those heavy and deep topics and conversations that may feel uncomfortable at first, but I'm just letting you know that this is a safe space for us to discuss things like this, and that's what I'm here for. So, like what I just asked, have you ever noticed that after something goes sour, you start to develop like this guard? You have your guard up. You kind of start to develop this mindset like everybody is the same. All females, all males, it don't matter. Everybody's the same. I don't care, and you become kind of closed-minded and closed off to people, that is probably because you have endured something toxic. Now, let me tell you what toxic, like the book term, is. So, toxic is an umbrella term, meaning it opens up for other behaviors. It's other behaviors under what toxic is that leads to that whole atmosphere and mindset of being toxic or enduring something that's toxic. And I'm talking about gaslighting, narcissism, and clone behavior. Now, the past week in social media, we have seen things like the Baby and Danny Lee situation. We have seen the Stevie J and Faith Evans situation. Those things that play out in the media, and we're like, whoa, what just happened? Like, it's an explosion of emotion. You see a lot of manipulation. You see a lot of someone feeling like they are overpowering somebody else because of what was put out there. And I said something about this on my page. So I was talking about how how the Baby was gaslighting Danny Lee. And how I said he did that was that he put that situation on Front Street with the going live. He said she was crazy. He antagonized her. He was saying, like, you gotta go. You need to get up and go. From my knowledge, it was 3 a.m. with a 3-month-old baby, and he telling her to leave. That was kind of awkward, because a normal person, a normal man who holds himself in high regard and respect, they wouldn't want to kick nobody out at 3 a.m. with no 3-month-old baby. On top of that, like I said, he went live. He started saying things as if she was crazy, things like that. Gaslighting is that person who throws rocks and hide their hands. Gaslighting is when you put somebody out there on Front Street and feel like when they retaliate or feel a way, then they don't have that right to feel that way. That is a form of toxic behavior. So, like I said, I'm going to start with gaslighting. Gaslighting is a common, we don't know if we coming or going. That's how gaslighting make you feel. You don't know if you coming or going. You have been gaslighted. You have been told something, and then when you start to feel a way about that thing and address it, they're like, what are you talking about? You crazy. Let's talk about this another time. Either ignore you or completely manipulate you to make you doubt yourself. That's gaslighting. Camellia said, I do feel as though my atmosphere at work has become more toxic. Like I say, those type of behaviors, they're everywhere. Everywhere. And it comes from broken people. It comes from a line of trauma. It comes from generations. You just don't know. With gaslighting, they use phrases like, no, you don't want to do that, when, the decision that you're making for yourself is not one that will hurt or harm you or threaten anything. And you know well in your mind that this is something that you want to do, but they continue to pressure you and put that pressure on you like, no, this is not something that you want to do. And they'll say things like, no, I didn't say that. You're crazy. You got me mixed up with somebody else. And it makes you question, like, dang, did I really say that? You got to really go back in your memory, like, did they really say this? Me researching this topic, I seen a lot of people saying that they had to start recording their partner or recording people who would gaslight them just to remember that they said it because they started to doubt themselves so much about it. Have you ever been in a situation like that? I give y'all a few minutes to think about it. Have you ever felt like you have been gaslit? Have you felt like you have been in a situation that make you rethink the whole situation, knowing that you handled that situation the way you thought you should have? You put your best foot forward with however the situation went, and you got somebody else on the other end saying, no, you didn't, no, it didn't go like that. You're crazy. Let's talk about this another time. When it makes you feel a way, you want to address it, is you're crazy. I didn't say that. And it makes you doubt yourself. Wave your hand in the comments if you ever felt like that. I'm going to wave my hand. And it is so common to the point, like I say, you don't know that it has happened. You kind of got to think. You have to sit down, think, research it now, and understand, dang, this has happened to me. I have been in a situation where I felt like my memory was totally gone because this person is telling me, no, I didn't see it that way. Or I mean, not didn't see it that way, but no, what are you talking about? I don't remember you doing that. I don't remember me saying that. And you know for a fact they did, so it makes you seem like cuckoo. And you doubt yourself. It is a manipulative tactic similar to like brainwashes that cause you to doubt yourself even if you know the truth. You feel you are losing your identity and self-worth. You question your own perception. You self-doubt, as I said. And it's invalidating your emotions. Those heavy talks that you want to have with people and you're like, you know what, let's talk about this. And it's like to them, this is the very thing they're trying to avoid. So they're going to make you feel like you're crazy. Let's talk about this another time. Why do you want to talk about this right now? This is not a good time. Why? Baby, you're being gaslighted. Those are things to think about. Those are things to think about. And the reason why I say we may have been gaslighted, or we've been the person who have gaslighted somebody else. And sometimes this thing could be unintentionally. Because it's that slick, it's that quick, it's that, these things are things that we've heard that has worked on us. So therefore we pass it on to our kids. Therefore we say it, unintentionally, unconsciously to people. Not even knowing that it is a term that's for what you're doing. It's as simple as, persistently like telling somebody, take that jacket off, it's hot in here, take that jacket off. You see that? Now that person is questioning. Now this person had their jacket on, they're like, no, I'm good in here. But you're like, no, take that jacket off. It's hot in here to me, take that jacket off. This is something as simple as that. That is low-level gaslighting. That's beginner level. When you are having somebody to question, am I hot? But they're okay. They said they're okay. And you push your perception, your whatever you have going on them, have them doubt and think like, okay, should I take my jacket off? It's just that small. That's why I say sometimes, one another, or a time and another you may haven't. Like I said, that's low level. And two, these things We are taught growing up and through family habits, on TV, even the country we live in with politics. We've been gaslit. Like I say, it's a form of manipulative tactic to make you question yourself, to make you question your self-worth and doubt yourself. So gaslighting is something that you want to be conscious of, to make sure you're putting yourself in check. Make sure nobody's making you feel like you have to question your own memory. Now, let me say this. My memory ain't the best, and that comes with anxiety and trauma and all other things. But when you know you are sure about something, please stay fast to who you are and what you know. Because people with that toxic trait will bog on your memory and make you feel like this conversation went left when you know it went right. Now, like I say, gaslighting can happen in the workplace. It can happen at school. It can happen anywhere. It is a toxic trait. A toxic tactic. And people just use it anywhere, you know. I'm going to say the scenario for work. Now, I'm going to condense this scenario because I did write it out, but I just want y'all to get the gist of what I mean by workplace gaslighting. Just say you get into work, right? And Barbara comes to you and say, girl, did you get that email? And you're like, no, I just got no work, whatever. Girl, go and look at that email. You go, you look at the email. The email is talking about misconduct in the workplace, right? You read this email. In your mind, you like, dang, this sounds like somebody in particular in this place that's doing this. You realize that's Barbara. That's Barbara with this behavior or this misconduct in this workplace. All right. Barbara comes back to you and say, you know what? Have you read it? What you think about it? You just like, I don't know. You knew it wasn't talking about you. Barbara goes in the uproar and says she's going to go through the whole office and ask them what they think the email means. So Barbara goes and asks everybody. Barbara said, you know what? I'm calling a meeting. At the end of the day, Barbara stands in front of this whole circle and say, you know what? Y'all seen that email? It's dead wrong. I'm going to email our supervisor back. I'm going to say X, Y, Z, da-da-da. Everybody in this workplace thinking the same thing. This is some Barbara behavior. But Barbara is about to pressure y'all. She's about to pressure y'all to make her feel to make y'all feel how she feels about the email, knowing it was Barbara behavior. Do y'all got a coworker like that? Do y'all have a coworker like that? This is gaslighting in the workplace. Like I say, Barbara is about to pressure y'all, the rest of the coworkers, to feel how she feel about something that you know is a Barbara problem. And when she figures out that nobody else feels the same that she does, she's going to start calling people out. It's going to be, well, Frank, you remember that time in the email they told me to cut off the lights at the end of the day, and I told you to do it and you didn't do it. And that's gaslighting. Barbara done made a Barbara problem, y'all problem. Done pressured and manipulated y'all to feel away. That's a small scale of workplace gaslighting. It happens. It happens everywhere. Toxic traits and toxic habits happen everywhere because they are stored within people with trauma, people who have been taught it, people who've learned it and seen that it works. So therefore, they're going to manipulate everybody else to feel away. And I feel like in that case, because when you're in the workplace or when you're at school or amongst other people that you have to be around every day, you have to create some type of healthy boundaries. You have to, because you want to respect your mind, your boundaries, and that you're not finna come to work every day and feel like, dang, I got to deal with a Barbara. I got to deal with a Barbara every day. So what you want to do is create a healthy distance from them. If you can avoid Barbara, avoid Barbara. I keep getting the name wrong. Barbara. Try to avoid Barbara. You know, if you have to interact with Barbara, speak positively. If they come to you with a problem and it's like they're in dire need for you to kind of figure it out or help them figure it out, you need to learn how to twist a negative into a positive. Because like the Barbara I just mentioned, she's going to come to you with problems, negative problems all the time. And guess what you do? You turn it around to something positive. She come to you, like I say, with the whole email situation. You seen your email? No, girl, I ain't worried about no email. Or, you know what? Yeah, I did see that email. Yeah, that's crazy. Keep it moving. You know we can snap out of that's crazy real quick. Sometimes these people you have to avoid. You have to turn those negatives into positives if you have to speak to them. Also, affirm yourself. One way you can avoid gaslighting is to continue to affirm yourself. If you have to take a moment out, go to the restroom, talk to yourself in the mirror, and reassure yourself that, hey, I'm not that type of person. I'm not a Barbara, or, you know, I'm not that. I'm not a person that's going to stand in hubs and talk and all that crazy stuff and continue to do Barbara behavior. I am me. I don't have to indulge in that. I don't have to get myself involved in that type of workplace gaslighting or toxic behavior. You know, because like I say, this is the place that we're going to be every day. I don't need that. So understand, toxic behaviors can be done in the workplace. Now let me take a break off from that. What do y'all feel like y'all been gaslighted, or ever done it? Because as I told you in the beginning, in all transparency, I've been a toxic person before. I've gaslighted. I've tried to manipulate a situation to make it work in my outcome. So, but I said the first step to knowing that has been something that you're dealing with is to research it and understand it. Yeah. Y'all see in the comments? He said, damn, I didn't know saying you're too sensitive is a form of gaslighting. It is. It is. And the reason why is because you're putting that person in the state to feel like what they are talking about and what you're saying they're sensitive is about is kind of, you have minimized it to saying you're sensitive. You're just sensitive. You're doing too much. You're sensitive. It's kind of brushing them off instead of dealing with it. Instead of actually dealing with it in real time, you would say, you know, you too sensitive. No. It's the invalidation of feelings that lets you know that you have been gaslighted or have gaslighted someone else. Yeah, terms like that. Now, another form of a toxic trait is narcissism. Now, when I researched this and I was on Instagram, TikTok, all type of stuff, and a lot of people are familiar with this term, narcissism. Narcissism is one of those grand, manipulative, and I say grand because a narcissist makes everything grand in their head. They feel like they are the prize. You have to win my love. And not in a way where you would do it as far as courting or anything like that, but you have to prove X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Move the goalpost, everything else. And when I say move the goalpost, that's meaning telling you it's one thing and it's another. It becomes misleading and it becomes an overpower of your mind. Now, a narcissist can gaslight, but for you to, gaslighting is more of a habit. Narcissism is more of a trait. If you get what I'm saying, you may gaslight every now and then, but you're not a narcissist. If you following me. So, narcissism is a selfish, manipulative tactic. It is seeking attention for power and entitlement. It's problems with empathy and compassion and using anything in its path for selfish gain, rather it be emotionally for your self-esteem or mentally for power. Have y'all ever met somebody like that? I want y'all to put in the comments if you ever met a narcissist, someone with a selfish output that feels like, you know what, everything is beneath me, but because everything is beneath me, I'm going to control it. Have you ever met a narcissist? Put a flame. I want a flame. Put a flame in the comments. If you ever met a narcissist, put a flame in the comments. Put a flame in the comments. I see someone. Yeah. And like I say, some people do it. Some people do it unintentionally, as far as somebody said they gaslit someone. So, like I say, sometimes it's unintentionally. We just say things to make sure things go our way. You know, it's very manipulative, and sometimes it's well thought out. And you know, if it's well thought out, most of the time it's from a narcissist. Yep, narcissism is a mental illness. Yep. It is. Narcissism has been linked to shallow and arrogant people, but don't get it confused with confident and self-aware people. Don't get it confused. You have people who are shallow. They only see things at a eye level. They're not trying to go in depth with it. Whatever they can get to and control, they're going to control it and manipulate it. And like I say, he's come from arrogant. Arrogant is a extreme, very extreme version of confidence. But don't get those two confused, because we need more self-aware and confident people, but not narcissists. So those are two different terms. I'm still waiting for more people. I see 8 people in the viewing right now. I need more people to let me know. Have you ever encountered a narcissist? Or are you a narcissist? Like I said before, this is a safe space. No judgment zone. I went on TikTok the other day, and I was strolling through stuff. And a guy, he says that he was diagnosed with narcissism as a narcissist, and he was saying his journey on how he is married, and people was asking him, people was asking him like, so how are you married and you're a narcissist? He goes to therapy, and he was like, this is gonna be some lifelong therapy that I'm gonna have to be in for me to truly understand and keep going through it and, you know, getting better. Candace says narcissism is an actual disorder. They are master manipulators. Listen, narcissists are put in categories with sociopaths and psychopaths. It's serious. People are out here really master manipulating other people. They are trying to control every aspect. And when I said before, I'm going to say it again about what narcissism is. Narcissism is a selfish, manipulative trait. It is seeking attention of power, for power, and entitlement. It's problems with empathy and compassion, and using anything in its path for selfish gain. Whether it is emotionally for your self-esteem or mentally for the power. That's how big it is. And we see it a lot with politics. I'm going to just say that right off bat. We are master manipulated, all of us as Americans, to believe one thing, of course, to leave certain things in the shadows, and then for only certain things to be shown to us, because that is the whole plan of manipulation, to make us feel a certain type of way. Let me make you feel this way so that you can go and vote for me. Let me go, you know. And another thing about, like I say, about them being arrogant and shallow, that has nothing to do with being a confident and self-aware person. Those are two different things. So a politician can be a confident, you know, and self-aware person that knows that they can get the job done. Then you have a narcissist who is very grandiose in their presentation. We know a few politicians like that. And they say they're going to do this thing. They flash whatever they can in front of you to distract you from what's really going on. That is a narcissist. I have a few more viewers. If you know a narcissist or you are a narcissist, put a flame in the comments. I like y'all interaction. Jazz say, oh wow, yeah. This stuff could get deep. We talk about toxic behavior. Toxic cycles. And a lot of people don't know that, like I said, that they don't know they're being manipulated, or they're not sure what the word is. So a lot of times they're just stuck in what to do, how to get out of it, how to avoid it, how do I need to deal with it. Research. I don't care if you have to research the phrase that the person that you feel like is attacking you emotionally or mentally or physically, but you need to research these things. I'm going to take a pause because my wine. And if y'all got y'all wine, need y'all to sit with me. I'm going to tell y'all again. This wine right here is a black-owned wine. This is Wine Not Wine. A great wine blend. Go follow Alicia Strong and Shan on Facebook. They sold out, but they're restocking soon. I just seen her put up a new post about it. And it is so good. It's so good. So now I got that sip. Let's finish on what is a narcissist. But we have certain tiers to narcissism. And I'm not going to go in depth because I really just want to let y'all know what toxic looks like, what that cycle looks like, what it may feel like to you. And if y'all were not here, like in the beginning, I said that I have been the toxic person in situations. Like I have been the one who has gaslighted someone. I have been the one who have manipulated situations or lied about things to make things go a certain way. And the reason why I say that is because anybody that's viewing and feels like, you know, maybe that's me, it's not too late to go and get help, to go and get therapy, to go and understand what it is that's going on, and to heal from it, because you have to heal and detox to know that, hey, in that situation, I was the problem. Or in this situation, or I can handle situations better with people who may, come on with those type of tactics. I can avoid those type of tactics because I know them. I can identify them. Now, there is a such thing called covert narcissism. And it is a type that I want to touch on. It is a blanket of entitlement that often leads to depression. And I know you may say, how can a narcissist be depressed? How can somebody who is so arrogant be arrogant? Why? How can they be depressed? Because you think of depressed as an oppression of feelings and all these other things and emotions and stuff. You know how? Because these are the same type of narcissists who, let me just give an example. Just say I get on the internet, right? I see somebody else doing something that I know how to do, right? I get on the internet and I see them and I say, ooh, they stuff is, I don't like their stuff. But in all actuality, I am not putting my best foot forward. Let me say it like this. I see how somebody else is presenting their stuff, right? They're doing great in what they're doing or whatever, but it's hard for me to acknowledge it because I am a narcissist. I want to judge their stuff, but I'm not able or wanting to go back and work on my own stuff. Have you ever met somebody like that? They criticize you for what you are doing and how, as good as it may be, they're criticizing you and trying to manipulate you into making you feel a certain type of way about your craft or what you do. And yeah, they may be in the same field, but they're not even as close or a level that you are on. Oh, why do I say, they can be depressed? Because they're going to judge your stuff, not work on their stuff to the point that, I'm depressed. Woe is me. Like, how dare they, have a better product than me? How dare, their stuff looks like this, but you're not going back and working on your stuff. You're not going back and making sure that your stuff can be top of the line, because I'm sure it can. But now you've done talked yourself into a depression. That is covert narcissism. That's coming off as covert is covering something. That's coming off as woe is me. I just don't understand why my product is like this, but don't want to go and fix it. But don't want to really put in the work to make things happen, so you judge and criticize everything else around you. Have y'all met a covert narcissist? If y'all are with me and following me and understanding what I'm saying, put a flame in the comments, because I want to make this very clear what I'm trying to say about covert narcissism. If y'all are following me, put a flame in the comments. Yes, Candace. All of us has done it at some point. Like I say, sometimes it happens unconsciously. You don't even know that it's happening. Thank you, boo. Yeah. Those type of people who can put their fears on you, as far as, you should do it this way, that way, that way. But this is a person who haven't even started at level 2 yet. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, they feel, like I say, narcissism is a grandiose expression. They feel grand to look over your stuff and manipulate the way you do things And that gives them delight, but also can put them in depression. And you don't have to be necessarily in depression to be a covert narcissist, but an extreme version of that can lead to that. Yeah, that stuff is real. Now, as I said, I was just going to touch on a few of what toxic behaviors are and how to identify and avoid them. I have one more, which is playing victim. Woo! I saved this one for last because it's crazy. Playing victim is also a manipulative tactic. This is playing victim on a small scale. I see a pattern. I see a pattern of toxic behavior, whatever that may be. Time and time again, this pattern turns into a cycle. Then you're like, oh my God, I'm caught up in the cycle. But in this cycle, you do not do any self-reflection, realization of the situation. You're not sitting down and really being honest with yourself about the situation. So you see the situation play out, and you're like, in the end, I was hurt. I was sad by their behavior. It's their fault. They did this. They made me feel like this. But in no sense of that time, you have sat down with your feelings and your thoughts and realized, I am being gaslit. I keep wanting to say lit because it's but I have been gaslighted. I have been in a relationship with a narcissist, and this is a pattern that's continuing, so therefore I have to take myself out of it. Now, I myself have been in a situation where it became a cycle, and in that, I feel like as a true victim, you feel like you can't get yourself out of it. It's no way. I don't know. I'm just a narcissist got your head so messed up. You don't know if you're coming or going. You're so manipulated by the situation that I don't know where else I'm going to find this type of this. Or where else I'm going to get this type of this. Or that one thing that you like from this person or from this situation, I don't know where I'm going to get this from. So therefore, that thought alone leaves you buckled down in a situation, in patterns, in a cycle. But you do not take the time to sit down with yourself, reflect, talk to yourself, because I know we all do. And to understand that I can do something about my situation. I don't have to be pinned down by my problems. I can do something about my situation. I can make something happen. I can leave this alone. I can stop this cycle. And I'm here to tell you that you can. You can. Anybody who has ended a toxic situation, whether family, friends, relationship, I need y'all to put a heart in the comments. Anybody who has gotten out of something and you was like, dang, I'm free. Like it feels like you're free. Literally. Put a heart in the comments. Because you're no longer playing victim. You're no longer playing nice. You're no longer standing beside somebody who is constantly putting you through this mindset of you're feeling like, dang, I done lost it all. I done lost my recollection. I done lost my sense of self. You're no longer playing victim. Put a heart in the comments if you have gotten out of something toxic like that. You are not a victim. You are not claiming that. I see a couple hearts. I love that for y'all. I love that for y'all. And like I said, playing victim can be toxic. Because what you are doing, you are denying yourself self-respect. Yeah. Because we have not thought about ourselves enough. We've thought about the other person a lot more than we thought about ourselves. But what if they're lonely without me? Or what if they can't breathe without me? Guess what? A toxic person, all they're going to do is go and find another victim. But you, not you. You not the victim, boo. Not you. Say that. You not the victim no more. You not I. I'm not going to stay in this situation. I'm not going to be tied down to this toxic friendship where I feel like my voice cannot be heard, where I feel like you are constantly pouring your emotions on me, unwanted, unsolicited. So that's how that can be toxic. Playing the victim can be toxic. It really can. Even in the small sense of the boy who cried wolf. Played the victim until the wolf came, and guess what? It really happened. It really happened. So sometimes you have to have that self-talk and that way to affirm. And if you were here earlier when I was talking about gaslighting, even in the workplace or in places where you have to deal with people, I talked about how you can avoid it by affirming to yourself who you are, your boundaries, letting them know your boundaries. I know it sounds so formal. That sounds like a lot, don't it? That sounds like a lot to go and tell Barbara, you got to stay out my cubicle with all that. It sounds like a lot to go and tell Frank. Now, Frank, you can't be coming over here having those type of conversations with me. I'm good. I'm good on that. You're not stuck up. You are protecting your peace. That is number one. So you won't be gaslighted. They don't even have a chance to manipulate you. But guess what? In the workplace, these people that gaslight and are narcissists, they are going to prey on everybody they feel like they can. They will still try. But you have to continue to affirm yourself, reassure yourself, and put some healthy boundaries up. Really do. I'm so happy y'all could I'm so happy that y'all are here on my second episode of this podcast. I'm so happy that y'all can do this with me. And we can have these type of talks about toxicity. Now, I did that. I did those examples on a very basic level. I am going to do another episode about toxic relationships, as far as romantic and in relationships, boy, girl, whatever. Yeah. I'm going to go more in depth about that, because that's something that I feel like we have to talk about too. But these things that I've talked about today, as far as gaslighting, narcissism, covert narcissism, playing victim, anybody, everywhere, it happens. People who usually do these things and try these tactics are people who are traumatized, who are taught through generations, who have learned it and felt like it worked with other people, so let me try it on you. With that, you say no more, baby. I'm not playing the victim. I'm not. I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I don't like it. I actually learned that somewhere. I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I don't like it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to accept it. You just have to reaffirm, set healthy boundaries, and let it be known that, hey, this is me as As I am, who I am, how I operate in this space, this is my piece. So don't mess with it. Now, I'm going to do the Black Business Minute. Now, I don't know if y'all seen this fly little outfit I got on. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stand up for y'all to see what I got on. Maybe y'all can see a little bit more over here, right here. But this is Fashion to Infinity. I need y'all to go and look this up on Facebook and Instagram. It is Fashion to Infinity online boutique. The owner is Jasmine Eubanks on Facebook. She has an online boutique that specializes in the trendy fashions, the latest fashions. Right now, she has a fall collection coming through. Let me tell y'all. If y'all don't know, Jazz is my best friend. And I just be buying stuff. So when I buy it, it just be sitting in my closet until I got to do something, go somewhere, you know, whatever. And this is the perfect time I pull this out for this. I just wanted to grace y'all with my presence with this lovely outfit. It is so comfortable. And it looks like, I don't know if you can see it at the bottom. But it looks like it's like inside out, and it's so cute. It is so cute to me. The color, I love orange on my skin. So as soon as she put it up, I was like, yeah, I want that. I want that. And I bought this probably before summer. Probably before summer. So that is, oh, and another thing, I'm going to say it again. This is Black-owned wine. This is local wine that is soon to be international. This is Why Not Wine. Yeah. Y'all need to go and look up Alicia Strong. Let me put this in the comments right now because I don't want y'all to forget. Alicia Strong and Shan. That's on the Black-owned wine. It is very good. Let me sip again. And that is my Black Business Minute, Fashion to Infinity, and Why Not Wine. I need y'all to go and check them out. Both pair well together. And our events for the week. So Thanksgiving is Thursday. I'm just ready for the dressing. I'm ready for the macaroni. My grandma does some great potato salad. Listen, in the comments, I need to know what are y'all ready for? What y'all ready to eat? I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, spring, lamb, hog, chicken, turkey. Listen, you name it, we gonna have it at Thanksgiving dinner. And I need y'all to put in the comments what y'all waiting on. I want the dressing. So that's coming up this week. I know whoever, you know, anybody who going out, the moon is open on Thanksgiving. I'm thinking about hitting it up. But y'all want to have a good time? Slide on over to the moon if that's your vibe. Top Flight, that's the vibe. Let's see what else is going on. I wrote down a few things. Well, that's really it because Thanksgiving is gonna take up all my time. I may be down with the itis for 2 days after Thanksgiving. So if y'all don't see me, I'm in bed. Well, like I said, I'm glad that y'all were able to be with me, come speak with me, come type with me, come comment on episode 2 of In My Chair, the podcast. Before you have to have that uncomfortable conversation with toxic people, like I did in the beginning of the video, I want you to inhale, exhale 3 times. Fill your lungs up with air. Exhale through your nose. Do that 3 times. You'll feel your chest become immediately depressed. I mean, not depressed like that, but you will feel it open up. You will feel free and at ease to talk about whatever you have to talk about, so you can set healthy boundaries and that you can avoid toxic behavior. I will see y'all later. Thank you. Peace.